is Zakia of naturalsoapbyzakia.com, and we are making some sugar scrub. But this isn't your regular sugar scrub. It's actually an emulsified sugar scrub, which gives it more of a lotion feel. Maple Flag coming inviting her followers. How are you, my dear? And tweeting on Twitter. Guys, I'm too far away. I can see your comments, but I can't see who you are. So if you want me to know that you're here, you got to tell me your name in the comments. Naturally Sean, thank you for retweeting. So what we're going to do, guys, I have all of the waxes and whatnot. Oh, you can't see it. I'll pull it over so you can see it. Everything is melting in my faux double boiler. I just took a class on different sugar scrubs and whatnot because I had did it before. And I was like, why am I getting the certain consistency that I'm getting? And they gave me the magic formula in the class. So now I know. Now I know what I did wrong. So this has some emulsifying wax in there and some other goodies. We won't give it all away, but it has some goodies that's going to make it feel better on the skin. I also have all of the oils and butters. They are sitting here, ready to go. Hello! I can tell by your picture. That's Carla. Natalie Crew, how are you? I can always see Natalie. See, the thing is, guys, if you don't already have a picture, like I'm able to pick up on Natalie by her picture. Like I can't see for darn sure what her name says, but she has like this eye picture going at you. So that's how I know that's her. I can tell Damiana, I can tell Carla, because you guys have memorable pictures. Now, as you can see, we have shifted from the right side over to the left side. What did I say? How's everybody doing this afternoon? See what I'm saying? You guys are like this small. I wish I had another device I could use right now, but everything is dead. Everything is dead in the house. So what I'm doing over here is I have these waxes melting. We're going to be using a lot of sugar, like a lot of sugar. You're going to be like, Zakia, you're giving me diabetes with this scrub. But we need the sugar so that it can actually exfoliate your skin and leave it nice and glistening. So when you see that, know that I'm not doing it just to be mean or anything like that. We actually need that to do it. So I got this huge bag of sugar. This is a 10-pound bag of sugar. We are not going to be using 10 pounds, but very close to half of that for this scrub that we're going to make. And this is actually going to be a passion fruit sugar scrub. So the scent is amazing, and it's going to be a couple of colors in it. And so it's going to feel good, it's going to smell good, and it's going to look even better. You can't beat any of that. If any of you are brand new, is this a whipped sugar scrub? No. I mean, I'm going to whip it with my hands. If it decides to misbehave, I do have my stick blender on standby just in case. But it's not going to be a whipped. It's going to be emulsified, though, where we have emulsifying wax to help it create like that lotion feel on the skin. I did sugar scrubs last year for Christmas. Not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before. And I liked them, but I didn't like the fact that they had more of a greasy feel and it didn't necessarily moisturize the skin. So I want it to exfoliate, but I don't want you to be feeling left like I'm just a little bit greasy. I want you to feel like I'm a little bit moisturized. So you may notice I said a little bit earlier, we have moved from one side of the table to the other. That's because girlfriend is running out of room. So I had to come on down to this side. And so my table is pretty long. So, you know, I'm pretty fortunate in that if I can't use one side, we move to the other. Now, what is happening over here, we don't put our emulsifying wax and our beeswax and all of our other waxes right into or on the heat. And the reason why we do that is we don't want it to burn. We want it to actually melt evenly. And so that's why I have this melting over here like this. So it's actually on top of a pot of boiling water, and that's going to slowly melt it and evenly melt it. If you guys are brand new to me and you don't know who I am or what you are watching or who you have tuned into, I am Zakia of naturalsoapbyzakia.com. Everything that you see me making right here is available on my website. If you can't remember what I just said, or you're scratching your head like, how the hell do I spell Zakia? No worries. It is in my bio. It says, if you want to buy soap, click here. If you want to learn, click here. And there is a link right there for you. Not for you, but for you. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to measure out this sugar. And the reason I'm measuring it, and I'm not really sure that I'm going to be able to get all of it into this bowl. But the reason I'm measuring it is because the amount of oil that I have. Hello there, Miss Connie. The amount of oil that I have. Oh, and I should have showed you what this looks like. So that's what's in here. So this has some beeswax. It has some emulsifying wax. It has a little bit of stearic acid in here as well. And then a couple of other bonuses that I'm not going to tell you guys. But it'll be on your recipe, right? Or in your ingredient list. So this is slowly melting, and I can see that. So I'm going to leave it on here. You guys can't see the steam, but this water is boiling over here, and that's what's going to allow this to melt down. So then what we're going to do is finally measure this out. Guys, if you have diabetes, look away, because we're going to be using a lot of sugar. A lot of sugar. It's still pouring, guys. It's still pouring. A little bit more. Hey, Alexa, skip. We're still going. And this is really quick, guys. It doesn't take a lot of time. It's just a matter of preparing ahead of time. Come on out. I hate when it's like 2 grams away from what you need. So we have our sugar now. Put this over here. And here is the sugar right there. So I don't need the scale. So I'm going to get it out the way because I need all of this space. And it's not a whole lot of space either. What the shoot? I was about to say, what the sugar? It's right here. I spilled some. So now what I'm going to do, because this is starting to melt, I'm going to grab a good old spatula. Hey, hey! So before I continue, while this is melting, tell me who is here as I wave my spatula. This is like the magic wand, guys. Who's here? Tell me your name, where you're from, and if this is your first time. Except Natalie, you are not allowed to put in a 1. But you got to type your name, guys, because I can't see it. It's very small. This is the making of banana pudding. Could be. But you wouldn't eat it if it came from me. I'm telling you. Queen from Brooklyn. Second time. Welcome. Can't see that? Milwaukee. Welcome. Nope. No banana pudding up. Not up in here. So what I have to do is actually sterilize these. Hi. First timer. Megan from California. I like to say it that way. Welcome, Sebastian from Germany. Well, hello, Germany. How are you? I'm Zakia, and what I'm going to do is I'm just spraying these with rubbing alcohol. Now, these did come directly from a manufacturer, Tori from North Carolina, from South Carolina. So we have the Carolinas beautifully represented in this old broadcast. Second time with you now. Well, I'm glad we didn't scare you away the first time. Welcome back. Welcome, everyone. Seriously, it's always exciting to see people for the first time or even the second time. Some of them are crazy. They come back 3 and 4 times. I appreciate them dearly. First timer. So here's what you can typically expect. If you are brand new to me, I live stream pretty much daily or every other day. Memphis, we love banana pudding. I don't like banana pudding. I don't like it. It's not my twist. I can't do it. Can't do it. But I know there are several people that love it. Doing good. And you. OMG. Sugar scrubs. Yes. First timer. Hello there. I'm so happy to have you. So, I typically make all of my bath products right here on Periscope. My business was born right here on Periscope. I am Zakia of naturalsoapbyzakia.com. as well as livesoapschool.com. Can't even get it out. And what I do is I typically show you how I go about the process. I also talk to you about living your dreams out loud. Nice to hear. I'm doing all right for asking how. I need my scope speaker today, guys. I'm telling you, it just feels like I went blind. And I know you guys are staring at my pores every time I come up close like that. But when I tell you I can't see it, and I know I gotta sound like Hooked on Phonics every time I read your comments. Great. See? Uh-oh, we're about to lose it. Did you see it spill over like that? We're not gonna let that happen. We're not gonna let that happen. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking my spatula and kind of pushing it down. Cool. How far are you from Florence? Okay, that wasn't meant for me. So when I see the @ sign, I'm not gonna like not read it, but I know that it's not meant for me. I should know better. I should know better. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just breaking it up so that it's not just sitting on the top. It is kind of hot. If I wanted to give myself a steam treatment, I could do that. I could do that. And guys, I gotta be honest with you. I've been waiting for this to show up. She is so great and funny. You can't be talking. I might be a little bit of the great, but funny is not my middle name. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of breaking up the chunks and trying not to let it spill over. And there is steam. Hopefully you guys can see that steam coming up. But there is steam that's coming up. And if I wanted to give myself a steam treatment, this would not be the broadcast to do it. Because my hair is also natural. What would happen is I would no longer have straight hair. It would revert back to curly. That's what would happen. Sugar scrub. Yes, today we are doing sugar scrub. If you are just now coming in, you ignore the title. You're just going on. Because I don't care what you said in the title. I'm going to come in and ask you what you're doing. We are making an emulsified sugar scrub. This is a little bit different from the sugar scrub that I did last year, in that we are actually using emulsifying wax and some additional ingredients. The soap chandelier. Don't think I've ever seen you live, but you have soap in your name, so me and you are cool. Natalie Crew, yes indeed. I swear, I need another device. Nyla's on her phone, so I'm gonna not be able to garner her stuff. You see my hands kind of, when my hands do that, I'm kind of trying to think of a way to use her stuff. But she's keeping Paige occupied, and that requires her to have her phone. So what we're doing is the emulsified sugar scrub. So if you wanted to make a sugar scrub at home, the only thing that you are going to need is some sugar and some solid oils and some liquid oils. So if you have a bag of sugar, you could take like maybe 2 ounces of sugar. Hey Zakia, I've been looking at your Instagram. I have been loving Instagram. Have you been lurking and not liking anything? It shouldn't be a surprise that you're looking at my Instagram. What's your name? What's your name? But I'm glad you were looking at it. That's cool too. But I've been enjoying Instagram a whole lot. If you guys don't know, I am doing 365 days of wonder on Instagram. And what I'm showing you on there is the different pieces of soap making that grabbed my interest initially. So super, can't read that. Can I use sugar and gasoline? Probably not the gasoline. I know you're just kidding, so I'm not going to go there. Yes, Paigey. Okay, your dad's on his way with some food. Thank you, everyone, for hearting Zakia up. Thank you, guys, for hearting me up. I don't know if you guys can check and see, but we are like 100,000. Not that you're going to give me 100,000 hearts today. Follow you on Instagram, too, but Periscope is home. Periscope is like the A1 day one soap bay of them all. So I appreciate you for being here. I'm so happy to be here.
I want to say hi to them.
Come on this side, because it's very hot, seriously. Careful.
Careful.
She hit her head, guys. Here comes Paige, coming to say hi. No, but you can't stick around. You just got to say hi and back it up. Say hello, everyone.
Hi.
What's your name?
Paige.
You're saying hi back. You're tapping those hearts. Okay, go that way. You'll come back after all this stuff is off the
I'm
heat.
putting my toys upstairs.
Okay, good job. Keep playing with your toys upstairs. Hi, LOL. Hello, baby girl. See, they're all saying hi. They miss you already.
Hi.
Just going back up. That was the easiest that she's ever left the broadcast, guys. And I'm trying not to swing my hair over the sugar because nobody wants sugar scrub with hair in it. We happy to have you here. I love Periscope, guys. without a doubt, this is like the best place to be right now. You hear that shade right now? I'm you know, there was no twisting of the arms, like go, go, go. But Nyla did her pedicure today, so she's kind of attached at the hip with her. Oh, here she comes. I can hear her on the steps. Knew it was too good to be true. All right, so this has now melted, guys. So I'm going to take it off the heat, but I need something for my hands because I would burn. Give it here. Stay there. Here's Snow White, in case you were wondering.
Mom, say Snow White, say hi.
She's saying hi, everybody. Here's Snow White. Okay, they like her.
Hi.
Lord. Yes, Lord. All right, so I actually have to put these oils. And here's what you would do. You would take your sugar that you have at home, and you would pour your oils into that sugar. And then the final thing that you would do is mix it up. But we're going to do a little bit more because we have those different waxes in here. If you have beeswax, that's great. That'll help with the consistency of your sugar scrub. And if you have an emulsifying wax, I'm just trying to keep it simple for you guys. If you're home, you probably don't have emulsifying wax. But you do have sugar, and you definitely have coconut oil. If you don't already have coconut oil, you have got to get up on it. Get up on it. If you have some olive oil, that's all you need. And you just double the amount of sugar. So let's say you wanted to make a 2-ounce container of sugar scrub. You could start with 3 ounces of sugar. Yes, 3 ounces. I know you're like, why would I do more sugar? Because it's, well, you could do half. Scratch that. Do 1 ounce of sugar, 1.5. Do 1.5 ounces of sugar, and then do a 1/2 ounce of cocoa butter and a 1/4 ounce, like 0.25 ounces of any liquid oil of your choice. And that's basically all you need. And then you can do like maybe a 1/4 ounce of beeswax. That's it. It's going to burn. No, it's not. No, it's not. But I'm going to move a little bit faster because you are correct there. So I have to transfer this wax into this container because this oil is not going to fit in that little teeny tiny one. I don't have my oven mitts. They're in the kitchen. So let's pray that I don't burn the bejesus out of my fingers. Don't look like I'm going to do it. So here is our wax that did not burn. Natalie. And then I'm going to just go ahead and pour. You can't see. I'm going to pour the oils in. It's going to start getting hard around the sides. That is absolutely fine because we can always melt it again. So I'm just pouring these oils in and I'm going to stir it. And the nice part, and the reason I like this is because it will easily come out and it's much easier to clean this way. That's something else they taught me in the class. I was like, oh, look at you showing off. Look at you teaching stuff and stuff. So I'm slow. Now you see how if I would have tried to pour these oils into there, we would have had a mess. Do you use crystal sugar or crystal sugar? Because the powdered sugar is not going to exfoliate the skin as well as the crystal sugar. If you were going for a different kind of feel, we're going to call this a body polish. So the thicker or the thinner your consistency. So if you wanted to do a body shine, you could use a powdered sugar for sure. But I am going to be using crystal sugar for this because of what we want to happen. Connie, guy, what's... oh, that's not for me. Thank you for putting the @ sign in there. As you can see, I completely ignored it. Now, because I'm selling this, I will need to add a preservative in here. I've already measured out my preservative in my fragrance oil. If you are home and you make your own sugar scrub, you probably don't need a preservative. And normally if you're using like all oils or whatever, you don't need it because that's considered an anhydrous product. There is no water being introduced in there whatsoever. Thank you guys for the hearts. Every time I peek, there's like a thank you for sending those. But because there is no water, typically like when I'm making soap and all of that, we don't need a preservative. But because people are going to be home in their shower, they're going to put their stinking fingers in there. They're going to smell good afterwards, of course. But their fingers are probably going to be wet. and that is going to introduce water into the sugar scrub. And if I don't have a preservative in here, you're going to get a whole bunch of sticky, icky bacteria in there. But if you're doing this at home, hello there. Thank you for your answers. Cool, then you interact with us. I normally would be a little more interactive, but for some reason, my silly self decided to have the phone a little bit further away, which isn't so smart. Which isn't so smart when you're trying to read comments. So what I'm doing now is I'm just stirring this up, and I'm trying to eyeball where in the bejesus I put my thermometer, because I need to take the temperature of these oils before I actually add in that fragrance, as well as the preservative, because the preservative actually flashes off at 140 degrees. And so if this is hotter than 140 degrees, I got to be a little more patient. Oh, that's not me. Are you giving out your phone number on scope? Lord have mercy. You guys know there's this thing called DM. You know the whole internet sees this. I ask people all day, every day, please share on Twitter. So you have just potentially given your phone number to everybody here, as well as everybody in the Twitter sphere. He's gonna be like, I wish they would call me. I wish. LOL. All right, let me find my thermometer, guys. Because this, again, is a really, really quick process. It's only taking so long because I'm running my lips. I'm bumping my gums, as my grandma would say. Everybody has a grandmom, dear heart. And she was my mom before she was your grandma. And that's a different person. That's your great grandma. Tell her mind her business, babe. Perfect. 132. We are cooking with gas. So if you have an awesome scent that you would like to use, definitely add it in right here. Just make sure you check the temperature. And I'm going to just give it a stir before I do that one more time. 132. Alexa, skip. So I'm going to go ahead and add this scent in, as well as the preservative. They're mixed together in here. And this is where I actually don't like to waste a drop. So I take this here, and I just scrapey. Look-a here, girlfriend. And that's just trying to get all of it. Remember, if you have a soap maker in your life, get them some spatulas. I have shown you over time and time again, this is the one tool that I have to use right here. So we have that in there. I'm going to put that over here, and I'm going to make sure it's incorporated. Now, because I just added all of these oils, fragrances, preservative, that temperature is going to continue to drop. It's going to continue to drop, which I'm good with that. But we don't want it to get too cool because we need it to incorporate into the sugar. I really wish I had a hair clip, but I don't. You know how you're constantly looking for like flyaways? The sugar will definitely show me if I have it. So we have our sugar. We also have our oils, our waxes, our beeswax. All of that is now here. So we now need to just take one and put it into the other. Love me some spatulas. Can never have enough. Hey there! You can never, ever have enough spatulas. That is for sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our oils, our waxes, our butters, all of that is in here, our fragrance, and I'm going to pour that right into the sugar. Oh, you can't see it. Like, how am I going to get a good screenshot if you can't see it? It's off camera. This is why I need a producer. Producers, please apply today. And you pour it in. And here's the thing. If it's not the right consistency for you, add more sugar. If it's too thick, add more oil. And that's pretty, but here's the thing. You have to think about if you're doing it with the preservative, you have to think about, did you have enough preservative? Daddy's here. Where's the food? Don't act like I'm going to get my text. Where is the food? Now he's checking his phone. Josh is about to be fired on live stream. All right, so here is that part. He don't hear me. And now we're just going to stir it. Slowly at first. And then once those oils are incorporated, we will either grab our stick blender if it's not blended enough. So that could be a whipped sugar scrub, guys. That could be whipped. And I feel like we're going to need some more sugar. Food. It doesn't matter. Anything. Please take Paige. Dear God. She's going to wear her winter boots. She keeps on wearing her, what's the name? Those winter boots. She's like, Mom, I'm coming with you. And she grabbed them. I'm like, Paige, that's not the moon today, dear heart. That is not the moon. It's like 60, it's not 60 degrees. So I'm going to bring this closer so you can kind of see what the consistency of it is. Let me see if it's too hot. It's not too hot to pick up. So it goes. Okay. So as you can see, it's very runny right now. But as I lift it up, it's going to start getting a much better consistency. It's going to be thicker. Let me see. And I'm trying to stir slowly, guys. Let me lift it. I'm trying to stir slowly so that I don't spill half of it out of the container because I'm good at doing that. You know how Sam Smith says he's good at goodbye? I'm good at getting it out of the daggone container for sure. And so I can see some clumps starting to form. But guys, I don't know if you can see that. We're going to add a little more sugar because I need it to be a little more thicker. Oh no, I haven't gotten to the bottom. What's a good soap for face? I have your triple butter blend for body right now. Are you suffering from acne? Are you trying to clean your face? I'm riding in truck with husband, so trying to listen. Well, tell your husband I said hello. Hello there. So, look, if you are fighting acne or anything like that, grab the activated charcoal and kaolin clay. You have dry skin, eczema. Try the crushed oats and honey. Yes, you can. Where's your car? Oh, her car seat is in my car. Is that why? Okay, whatever. Whatever. All right, so here is this. So it's almost getting to a lotion consistency. Hey, Jewel. How are you? Let me see if I can whip it a little more. So it kind of looks like a frosting. And it's a sugar scrub, guys. But we're not done. It smells good, but I can tell that it could go with some additional fragrance. It could have some additional fragrance. Getting there. Yeah, not quite. I can still feel that there's sugar at the bottom that has not been incorporated. And, I mean, I don't want to work that hard with my wrist. Looks like cream of wheat. Yes, it does. That is a perfect description for it. And it smells good. That's the other good part. So I'm going to just stir just a little bit more. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my stick blender. I love your soap. Triple butter blend has. I am so glad to hear that. I'm going to come back and get a screenshot. Hopefully I'm not like one eye open, one eye closed. I'm very happy to hear that. That really makes me smile when you guys come on and tell me. I appreciate that. I appreciate you for giving it a try, and I appreciate you for giving me the feedback as well. So if you guys are just now joining because you saw me stirring something, I left... Oh, you did! I haven't gotten notifications of reviews this week, so I got to check. Thank you. All of them I have to approve, but I haven't had to not approve a review, which is cool. So even if somebody says something bad, I would still approve it, but if somebody says something rude, I'm going to email them back. Drea is truly blessed. Welcome to the broadcast, Drea. So in case you guys are joining, I'm Zakia of naturalsoapbyzakia.com. And today we are making a passion fruit emulsified sugar scrub. And the purpose of this is to give you a nice exfoliation that's also moisturizing. And we used sugar, and then we used several butters, a couple of oils, some beeswax to help with the consistency that we want. in some emulsifying wax as well. I did want to add a little bit of vitamin E oil in here. You don't need a lot of vitamin E oil, but it's very beneficial to the skin. Hello, Zakia and everyone. Is that Drea? I cannot see your names, guys. That's why I came up there a second ago. I was going to try and scroll through and see who decided to stick around. So I can't see your names, but thank you for joining in. And we got Madonna's Best Hits. Hi, Zakia. Don't put my name. Put your name. Put your name so I can say hi back to you. I know your name is right above the comment, but it helps me to see your name because your name is really tiny in the comments. All right, so it feels pretty good, but I want to give it just a little kick. Yes, I changed my name is Drea. Oh, okay. Drea is truly blessed. But we know who that's Drea, guys. That's the original OG, triple OG, Perry Soap School, Live Soap School queen right there. I was looking for this. I was looking for the base of, thank you guys for tapping. I said a little bit earlier, we are about 100,000 hearts from 9 million hearts here on Periscope. So when you guys come on and tap that screen, that lets me know that you enjoy the broadcast. I'm not all the way boring. Like, I know there's sometimes you're like, come on, get on with it. We get it. We get it. So what we're going to do is just take this to make sure that all of the sugar at the bottom has been mixed up well. And I'm going to just grab it, and I can feel some of it. Like, this is the #1 weapon for a soap maker. We can use our stick blenders for everything. Everything. But you don't need this if you're making it at home. You really don't. It looks like a vortex. I guess this could be a whipped emulsifying sugar scrub. What's up? Hey, hey. It smells really good. I kind of want a little more sugar, guys. I know we poured in a whole lot of sugar, but I kind of want more sugar. Now, it's going to get thicker, but it's not the consistency that I want at this moment. So I'm going to add just a little bit more. Yeah, a little more. Just a little too runny. Can't be a body polish if it's that runny. Nice later. I don't know what that says. I can't read it. Let me grab our sugar, guy. I should have weighed this so I knew exactly how much I had. So maybe we will be using 10 pounds of sugar today. I'm saying that's a nice heat gun you have. Thank you for yelling, aka caps, so that I could read so I could read it. So I had to add a little more sugar, guys, because I did not like the consistency of that. So we're making it thicker. Because I do want it to, LMAO, I was making it larger font. I figure. I appreciate you doing that. But I couldn't not yell with it. Now I might have to add some more oil. Shoot. Maybe I should have did a little at a time. Let's see. Yeah, this is going to be a body polish at this point. Seriously. Okay, guys, I have to. Looks like a good workout. I tell people all the time, if you make handcrafted products, you do not need a gym at all, like even in the slightest, because you're lifting soap, you're stirring. So I have the best skinny girl biceps ever. I have the best skinny girl biceps in the history of skinny girl biceps and triceps, because I'm constantly stirring. I'm constantly lifting oil. Like when the mailman, he just dropped off another 150 pounds of oil. I wasn't here, so I had to grab it from the porch and bring it into the house. Let's just say I was pushing it. I didn't lift nothing. Like, I got it to the step, and then I pushed it over, and then I pulled it in, then I pushed it some more. What's up there? How are you? How are you doing? See, I should have waited a second before I added that sugar. Gave it a chance to do its thing. I just don't want any of the sugar to remain. You guys can listen to Madonna. I'm good. I've been missing I'm watching Walking Dead. I got to catch up on the Walking Dead. I've missed it for the last 2 seasons. I'm going to binge watch. One day when I have like a mindless day where I'm not doing anything, soap, business, website, any of that, I'm going to do a mindless day of just watching TV. 2 seasons, yeah, you got to catch up. Is this the last season that's starting? Is it? All right, I think I got to push this up because I can't see nothing. Look, this was like the best invention ever. Look at this. I can see you very clear now. Hopefully you guys can still see. So here is what our sugar scrub is looking like now. Of course, the light is not helping. How much are your scrubs? They will be $10. They come in a container like this. Just like this. Looks good. Yeah, it looks good. I hope that I didn't overdo it with the sugar. So this will be the body polish version. My little hot plate is hot as all get out. My hot plate is hot as all get out. So this has cocoa butter, a little bit of shea butter, coconut oil, olive oil, beeswax, emulsifying wax, fragrance oil, and it has another one I'm not going to say, vitamin E. Forgot vitamin E. And I told you guys on another broadcast about getting a quality. See, this is why I like her. She's all about the cleanliness. All about the cleanliness. Oh, and that's why your name is Clean in there. Is that why your name is Clean? Cleanliness is next to godliness. Vitamin E oil should be extremely thick. Yep, LOL. I can't see that. Sissy from Philly, hello there. Are you getting ready for the Eagles to win next week? That's always a bone of contention for people who come on these broadcasts, guys. Because either you love the Eagles or you wish them to not be successful. Hello and yes. Yes, ma'am. I certainly am. In case you were wondering, I am right there on that train with you. Now, I was getting a little nervous because I wanted to have 4 colors in here, but this is actually already yellow. So I didn't really need to make a yellow color. The first color that we're going to do is orange. I need a spoon. Can you guys hold on? Let me grab a spoon really quickly. I think I see Genevieve's picture down there. How are you? That girl got strength. I can't wait for my Eagles to kick butt. That's been my team Since the 90s, I believe I saw on there. Drea, I swear, you are my kindred sister right there. Do you have family in Philly, Drea? I think you told me you did. Do you have family here? Look, I done broke a ton of spoons around here. I will be rooting for them. Yes, everybody loves a so-called underdog. How can you not? Now, here's the thing. Underdogs can let you down sometime, but the Eagles won't do it. They won't do it. Oh, I should let you see how thick this is and why it's going to be a body polish. So do you see that? You can kind of see it there. And when I let this sit, it's going to get a little bit thicker. And then you'll be able to see, seriously, how it turns out. So we're going to start with the orange at the bottom. And we're going to add a little bit of color in here. You don't need this, again, if you are making this at home, you don't need any color. Is this a face scrub? Not that I just put if I didn't put color in there just now, you could absolutely use this on your face. Absolutely. How oily? It's not oily at all. It's going to feel more like a cream with sugar in it than it will anything else. Now, I have a double-sided spatula here, so I'm going to use the opposite side to go ahead and get this to be all mixed in together. And it has a tropical fruit flavor to it. So, scent. Don't eat it, seriously. Like, it's sugar, but there is oil in here. So, I'm wondering, extra dry skin here. Best for this problem, clean with oil. Absolutely. Wow, that looks cool. It smells so good. I'm going to add a little bit more orange because I need more of a pop in here. And so we'll mix that in. And this is a skin-safe colorant, guys. And skin-safe simply means that it has been tested for the skin. It's manufactured specifically for using on the skin. Do not go in your kitchen and get some food coloring and add that into your bath and body products. They're not supposed to be used for the skin. I know there's a lot of viral videos out where people are DIYing bath products. You will find yourself running into all kinds of serious skin issues doing that. Is that Mango Tango sugar? I wish it was. Mango Tango, like, that was like God's gift. This is just a regular sugar scrub. There is no soap in this one. My Mango Tango foaming whipped sugar scrub is a soap. This one is more of a body polish here. So there's no soap in this one. Now, I'm hoping that this will pour nicely. You know, like play nicely. I need it to pour nicely. Okay. Now, I don't want a whole lot to go in there because I need my other color. Oh, can you guys see? Probably not. Sorry. It's like a sherbet. Looks like sherbet. Her name's Herbert. Not her name, but I couldn't help saying that. So if you are just joining, I know my head has been down. I've been stirring and all this other stuff. My name is Zakia. Is that specifically for your face? No, it's not edible. Unfortunately, it is not edible because we added an emulsifying wax, which is kind of like eating lotion. I don't want to do that. So because we added that, it is not edible. But the sugar you could most definitely eat. The oils that we used are all, well, I wouldn't eat cocoa butter, but you could eat coconut oil, olive oil, beeswax. You wouldn't eat beeswax. I want some black seed oil soap, Zakia. I have to take a look because you're like the fourth person to say black seed oil. I have to look at the properties of black seed oil and see why they're beneficial in soap. I'm not familiar with that oil, so I don't know what it would do for the soap and what the shelf life. So let me take a look into it, see the cost of it and all that good stuff. All right. And I'll get back. We'll get back to you. That's an In Vogue reference, guys. They had the song. Don't walk away, boy. They say it cures everything. Black seed is an Eastern thing. Don't shove it in your vagina. I actually take black seed oil. How many will this batch make? It'll probably make about 50 total, but I only set aside 10 for this broadcast because y'all didn't want to be here that long. I do like the song. So I forgot that I was going to be uploading this video to YouTube, and right before this speed up moment, I had invoked my Alexa. I have to whisper her name because she goes off at all times. So I'm pretty much repeating the same steps that I did a moment ago with the orange color, and I'm adding in the green color for the next layer, and then we'll finally finish off with the pink layer to go on top of that so that it looks a little bit like a rainbow sherbet. So I've sped it up for you, so hopefully you're able to watch it and enjoy it that way, and I'll be back soon. Joined. Okay, so I do need to do a reset because I haven't said much about what's happening here. I'm Zakia of naturalsoapbyzakia.com. What we are making is a body polish. Kind of looks like rainbow sherbet. Yes! I couldn't think of it earlier, but it does look like sherbet. Sherbet? Or Herbert? All right, so this here is our body polish. What the heck are you cooking? Language, ma'am or sir. Because you see the hot plate. So maybe does look like cooking. So this is actually a body polish. So this looks like chemistry class. If I had on my goggles, let me help you out because then it'll really look like it. Okay, now we're in class, guys. I do also have a science jacket, but I wasn't really doing anything for that. So what we made is sherbet custard. No, we made a body polish. There have been people in here this entire broadcast that have been pumping the hearts. So if you have stayed for any portion, 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, the entire time, you're cool and I appreciate it. If you have shared this broadcast, thank you for doing that. If you have tapped that screen, if you have talked to me even when my head was down and I missed it, it was not intentional. I could have used these as a daggone headband. What the heck? So late. Somebody should have said chemistry class earlier. I would have thought about it then. But we just made a sugar scrub that turned into a body polish. Do you make any salt-based scrubs or polishes? Yes, I will be making those tomorrow. From Houston, Texas, welcome. Drea, thank you for sharing on Facebook. So what we did was we melted down all of our waxes and our butters and our oils. We mixed those together and we added it into some sugar. Thanks for the wonderful lesson. I will definitely be ordering some. Hello, baby. How are you? I'm doing well. And then what we did was we added our preservative. If you are making sugar scrubs at home, you don't necessarily need a preservative, but you should only make it in small quantities so that you can use it throughout the course of a week. No, why would I do a private? You're a very nice girl. Thank you. No, I don't. Wrong broadcast. You see how I have everything covered? There's no need. So what I would say is you don't necessarily need a preservative if you're making small batches at home, because you're going to go through that in a very quick time frame. Whereas I don't know what people are going to do with these once they get them. And wow, so they're always, but after you've been on Periscope, I think normally after the 5 minute mark, they open up the floodgates to trolls. And normally I miss it, but I read it out loud, so I had to respond. How long does a jar last? It depends on how you use it. If you're doing like a lover's body polish where you're going to do each other with the arms, the legs, the stomach, the whole body, that might be one treatment for 2 people. But if you're just doing your legs, it probably should last you at least 7 to 10 uses. If you're just using it on your hands as a moisturizer and an exfoliator, it's probably going to last you about a month. So it just depends on how you use it. The purpose of a sugar scrub is to exfoliate your skin, to impact or impart some moisture, and to seal the moisture in that you have. So as you guys know, the skin is one of the largest organs on our body. And so any bath product, anything that you're applying on your skin is to help either stop that moisture from escaping or to lock the moisture in.